Good morning. Today's question is, why is everyone trying to escape the matrix? And should I try to escape it too? Why is everyone trying to escape the matrix? And should I try to escape it too? The word matrix comes from Latin, and it means originally the womb. And even this word comes from another word, which means mother. Mother. So we say we are in the matrix, and we should try to escape it. But if we really try to understand this word for what it means, imagine an embryo, a baby, in its mother's womb, trying to say, I'm trapped, I'd like to escape. I'd like to escape. And they do everything they can to escape the mother's womb. The thing is, a baby cannot survive outside of the mother's womb until it is completely fully developed. And when it's fully developed, it actually will come out of the mother's womb by its own accord. It will be pushed out of the mother's womb, right? So if we really just assume that there is wisdom in the word matrix itself, and that the word actually carries a lot of wisdom, then we are in the matrix in the sense we are in a womb. We are in a womb by analogy, in the same way that we were in a womb, in our mother's womb, to get birthed into this material reality, into this physical reality. And there's nothing we could have done to get out of the womb in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. We needed to complete the whole period of formation, of full development in the womb, to be able to get out of the womb as fully developed babies, right? And there's no sense in trying to escape earlier. There's no sense in trying to imagine, there is a world outside. I'm trapped in this world here. I'm trapped here. I hear all of those stories about everything outside and I'm trapped here. No, we're not trapped here. We're being developed here. We're being developed in this womb. And really, as soon as the baby is developed, they are pushed out. Even if they want to stay, they have to get out, right? It's not good for the mother, it's not good for the baby. So, by analogy, what could be this matrix we are in? Because life is different for everyone. And according to a lot of circumstances in our lives that we are born into, but also through our own personality and character and the things we do and we fail to do, we are living in a certain circumstance. And those circumstances teach us things. Those circumstances allow us to know certain things about life, right? Some of us have to work. Some of us don't have to work. Some of us have to do certain things. Some of us don't have to do all of the things, right? So each of us really has a very, very, very specific life, according to many things. Some of them are really just inherited out of the family and the context we're born in, and some of them are really depending on our character and what we have developed within our being or we have not yet developed, right? So in this sense, what could this life be, this material life be a womb for, right? What could this life be a womb for? Because a womb is a place where we are formed. All of our organs of perception, all of the organs of the full functioning of the body get formed in the womb. So here we are also, by analogy, could we also be full developing certain organs, certain faculties, certain bodies that we need to be able to survive in other realities, in another type of world. And what would this world be, right? So why is everyone trying to escape the matrix? Well, maybe just because they have heard about, I don't know, like just being trapped or watching the movie or any of those things. But a lot of those things are actually just pointing out to more subtle, nuanced realities, and there is no need to force any of those things. It doesn't mean that we also should be passive, because in the birth of this new reality, a lot of it, a big part of it, has to be brought about through our own volition, through our own efforts, right? So it's not about passivity, but it's also not about trying to escape the matrix at all costs, because there is no use in being obsessed with this goal. If we have to work, we have to work. And then we have to work, and then on the side, we have to develop certain things, certain maybe streams of income, certain skills that will allow us to be able to earn money without having to work every day. But all of those things are skills that we acquire every day. And they depend really on a lot of the things that we have to develop. And really, once we have developed certain skills, all of our life changes, right? The quality of our life changes drastically once we have developed certain skills. Once we have developed certain skills, such as something very, very simple, such as patience, for example, the whole quality of our life changes drastically. It might seem like something that is intangible, something that is, it's just a quality, it's just a character trait. It's nothing tangible, you know? But actually, a lot of our lives really depend on those qualities, such as patience, such as, being so many things, morality in general. So, should I try to escape the matrix? Well, I don't I wouldn't, it's not a goal, it's not something that we really should base all of our life on, right? We should base our life on developing a certain character, a certain personality. And what is this character we would like to build? What are those qualities we'd like to build? And then once we set our goals on those qualities we'd like to build, building up this morality, understanding all of those nuanced, subtle things that material life allows us to understand, then really all of our life naturally changes very, very naturally. And as soon as we are ready, we will be born into this other reality. And this other reality is not that, it's just being ready to be born into this reality through those qualities. And once we have them, everything happens naturally, organically.